Wednesday, March 12th, we are back with three free NBA picks. We call this segment here the Moneyline Grind. Most people call me Dame, and I kind of try to get these picks out to you every day, try to make some profit. We've been rolling over the past 4 to 5 weeks, doing pretty well around the 60% mark, which, if you've been rocking with us, that's the Hall of Fame level. That's like batting 300 in baseball, and we're right around that mark over the last, I don't know, 70, 80 picks maybe. Last night was a heat check. We go 0-2, and we had one bet voided. We had Donovan Mitchell, who did not play, so we get the money back there. Cam Johnson, over 22 and a half points plus rebounds. He finished with 22, so I got hooked. A couple of people hit me up on Reddit. They actually won the bet because the line dropped to like 20 and a half. So shout out to most people who probably, saw the video later on in the day or later on in the morning when the line dropped a little bit, and was able to take advantage of that. They had some good value, closing line value, I believe they call it. And then we had Kawhi Leonard. We faded him on his rebounds plus assists under 8.5. I didn't think he had the legs to rebound, but he got 8 rebounds. I didn't think he would pass the ball much. He only got 3 assists, but he finished with 11. We needed under 9. 0 for 2. It's okay because at least it's not over 3. And we just came off of a sweep 3-0, so we gave up back some. But if we go 3-0 tonight, then we're back cooking. Or at least a 2-1 night. Here are my 3 best picks. We start the day with the fade. A fade a day keeps the haters away. We're going to fade Derek White. They're at home, I believe, against OKC, under 15.5 points, minus 110. OKC allows the fewest points per game to opposing point guards. January 5th, Celtics played the Thunder. Derek White had 11 points on 4 of 13 shooting from the field, including 2 of 11 from 3. No Jalen Williams tonight for the Thunder. When I see that, I know Lou Dort will most likely be in the lineup. Lou Dort and Jay Will we're going to guard Tatum and Brown, but now you probably think Dort stays because of size, probably stays with Brown, and now you have Tatum with an interesting matchup and probably the easiest advantage of the day for scoring the ball. So I could totally see them running a lot of ISO on that left wing for Jason Tatum because he won't have to face the fierce defender in Jalen Williams. I think the game, nationally televised, will have a finals atmosphere, and those games typically tighten up. You don't really see point guards get a lot of easy baskets. They're normally forced into traps off the pick and roll and stuff like that, just to make the offensive team work the ball much. These two teams are studying each other. I'm sure the scouting report is very, very deep because this is a potential finals matchup. If you're OKC, you're looking across and you're saying, all right, those are the guys we're probably got to beat, the defending champions, either them or the Cavs. So these guys have done a lot of research on each other. They're not going to let Derek White get some of these easy buckets. They know you can't really stop Tatum, and they're at a disadvantage tonight without Jalen Williams on the defensive end, especially guarding the perimeter. Second pick, another fade. We've been running the fades, and it sucks that we lost 2 bets yesterday that were fades, but we're going to stick true to what's working for us. Jamal Murray, under 26.5 points plus rebounds, minus 120. He averages 24 PR at home, which is lower than his road split. Minnesota allows ninth fewest points per game to opposing point guards. And when we look at Ant versus point guards, what we're seeing is he guards the smaller ones a lot better than kind of the taller, longer ones. So if you're like 6'4", 6'5", Ant, you can probably shoot over Ant. But the smaller guys, Ant is typically much stronger than. And so they don't really get clear paths to the basket. Little bump kind of throws you off. Jamal Murray is good at taking the bump, stopping and popping and hitting a low mid-range shot. But things would be difficult. There's a possibility that Gobert plays tonight, which would limit rebound chances for sure. When we look at some of the smaller guards, though, that Ant has matched up with, you look at CP3 with 8 PR, Davion Mitchell with 11 PR, and that was most recently. And then our third pick, we got an over for you. So the guys who are optimistic in life, here you go. Here's your bet. This is a tough one. PJ Washington over 16.5 points, minus 120. I'm concerned about a minutes restriction. I think he's only played once in his last 4 or 5 games, and that was the game he got hurt. So we're not sure what they're going to do with him coming. I know Jason Kidd, he's going to want to put the pedal to the metal. If you're healthy enough, you're going to go out there and play. He's not a big minutes restriction kind of guy. That being said, I hope PJ Washington is in a good rhythm to get those 16, 17 points because, prior to the injury, his last 8 games with 24 or more minutes, he's scored over 16.5 points in all 8. And Spurs allow 7th most points per game to opposing power forwards. We all know PJ Washington can extend the defense. There's not that big, Zach Collins is for the Spurs, but there's not that big Wemby presence that kind of just shortens the court a lot with his length. Recent power forward performance versus the Spurs, Najee Marshall, who plays on the Mavericks, had 23. Played power forward that game, apparently. Keegan Murray, 19. Cam Johnson, 17. Jalen Williams, 41. Zion had 18 and 22. And Tobias with 22. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of the last 10 games. Spurs have given up a lot of points to power forwards. I think there was another game where JJJ Jackson Jr. for the Memphis Grizzlies had like 40 something. That game he played center. To me, he's always a power forward. So if you want to throw him in there, he did it too. And those are my 3 picks for tonight. I feel good about them. We're going to have a good bounce back day. And I think I'm going to get that parlay out to you probably like 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. It'll be a collaboration parlay, 3 to 4 picks. And it will probably be like one of the YouTube short videos that I'll put out. So best of luck tonight. We got another, I don't know, we got another 20 hours before action, which gives you enough time to cross-reference, put your parlay together, take single bets, double-check the research, and be ready to make some money. Best of luck. This is the Moneyline Grind. Your boy Dame signing out.